He said, attractive men approach attractive women.
What you trying to say? I ain't attractive, sir, ma'am, whoever you are. I'm very attractive.
What up, YouTube? Back with another one. Appreciate you stopping by. Uh, Please comment, like, subscribe, and remember that I'm just doing a critique on these videos, so I'm going to stop them. I'm going to talk about them. I'm going to see what's going on. Now, I'll leave the link to the description of the original video if you want to see it without my point of view in it, okay? So, without further ado, let's see what this young lady we talking about is named Sasha, by the way. My apologies. We're talking about a young lady named Sasha. She out here looking for a man. Let's see what she got to offer.
Sasha,
Yeah, I
where you
appreciate him
calling
for coming
from?
in. I'm calling from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Charlotte, how old are you?
I'm 32. Oh.
32. What you do for a living?
I actually work for a fintech company.
You work
So
for
we
a what,
move
honey?
a fintech company. We move money.
Okay, fintech
Yeah.
company, you move money.
Now, I'm not sure what a fintech company move money is. If y'all know something I need to be hip to, y'all let me know in the comments. But maybe it's accounting, maybe it's some banking work. Fintech move money. Y'all let me know because I'm clueless on that one. Maybe I'm ignorant on to what a fintech move money company is. Okay.
Okay, you have
Mm-hmm.
any children?
I do. I have twin boys.
Twin boys, how
I'm
old are
trying to
your
get this
boys?
official. They're 11.
11. Have you ever been
Mm-hmm.
married?
I have, yes.
When did you get divorced?
In 2015.
What?
In 2015.
2015, 2015.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Sasha, Charlotte, 32, mom to twin boys. Got divorced in
Mm-hmm.
2015. Was you married to their father?
I was, yeah.
Okay, you got divorced in 2015.
Got divorced in 2015.
So right now it's about 2024. So she going on almost 10 years with the divorce. But let's see what else.
How old were your kids?
The boys were 3.
I'm about to say they had to be young. All right, she
Yeah.
works for a fintech company. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. All right, let's
Yeah.
do it, boo. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Honey, I need him to be tall, dark, and lovely. Um, as far as the look is concerned. As far as the innards are concerned, I need him to love God as much as I do. I need him to be emotionally stable, emotionally sound.
Okay, so these are all just blanket stuff and love God as much as I do. What the hell does that mean? I guess we all can love God, whatever God you love, but love him like you do. That's a load of crap. And, and what was other emotionally stable, sound, whatever. We need more information on that. What do you mean by that? You don't want him flipping out and cussing you out every 5 minutes? Well, I guess you don't want that. What do you mean? Is he crying all the time? You don't want him crying all the time. You want him to be strong. So far, it's like she don't even know exactly, what she's talking about here.
I need him to be funny and not just attractive on the outside. Like, he just needs to have this wholesomeness to him. I want a family man. I want somebody who enjoys my children just as much as me. And of course, all the other children, because I, for some reason, have this deep love for kids. I don't want to have any more, though. I'm lying. I take that back. I would love to have another if the man can afford to have another. If he cannot, we will not go there.
I wouldn't even do it. I would say don't even have more kids because if you got one and you meet somebody else that got one or got none, maybe you can have another one. But you already got two, even though they're twins, so it was like a double whammy for you. But I think you should cut it off right there. I mean, 'cause you got them twin boys already, and and you want this wholesome family man. Basically, sounds like you want an old fashioned type of man, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But that means you want him to do things with these twin boys. You already got. Plus, he might have some. So I would just say go ahead and close up shop for us having them kids. Okay.
Okay.
And
Can you
yeah,
have
just
kids
somebody
already?
who's loving. He can have kids already. I'm not biased in that way. That's not fair.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers. I can't stand no liar. Honey, you can keep it. I don't need it. Don't bring it here. Because I'm going to read you all day and I'm going to tell you what I think of you. And I need for you not to get offended because obviously you thought you were bold enough to tell me a lie. So I got to bring it to you the same way. So yeah, if he's a liar, he can go elsewhere. Another deal breaker is smokers. I don't really like smokers. I can't because I don't smoke. So I don't have it in my house or in my space. And I don't know if smokers realize how much they smell to people who don't smoke.
Okay, move on. We don't want them to smoke. Move on.
But it just smells so bad. I can't. I'm trying to think. Is that another deal breaker? A guy who doesn't like dogs because I have a dog, but I don't love my dog. I just have him. It's complicated. It's complicated. My kids love the dog.
You said you don't love your dog?
I'm not gonna say I don't love him. I do love him. I don't like him.
Let me tell you what this dog thing. It sounded like she was trying something out. You know, women get lonely. They want these things and pets. And she got kids, so maybe the kids don't want the dog. But she tried something out, don't like the dog, and now you stuck with the dog. So she don't love the dog. She don't like the dog. She wish she can get rid of the dog, but don't know how to get rid of the dog. That's all she's trying to say. But she's trying to be nice about it. But she don't want the damn dog, okay?
It's a difference.
You don't like your dog?
No, not really. I have a dog. I know that sounds crazy. It's a story behind it. So I do own a dog, but I'm not a dog lover. So.
Okay. Does the guy have, well, you already kind of mentioned it, but does the guy have to look a certain way?
Yes, I do. I'm not going to say that because I take it back, actually. I know, because, okay, so that's my type, and it's always been my type, but obviously something ain't working. That's why I'm still single, right?
Because this is the problem that a lot of these women run into, and I don't know if it's their fault they own or just society, because she said she wanted tall, dark, and handsome, and majority of times women come on here all looking for the same type of man, and that man that fits that mold knows that y'all all looking for him, so these women, you know, go out there, waste some time to make themselves available to that man. So not saying that is right, but it's easy for him to play around because y'all looking for the same thing. When, you know, there's plenty of guys that don't fit a certain, might not be 6 feet tall and have, you know, a 12 pack and all that, but then they're like that fella after they get to know him. But just off the bat, you know, as far as seeing a man out in public or in a nightclub or in some kind of bar, he tall and dark, that's what they're jumping on. And that man that's tall, dark, and got 6 pack and making 6 figures knows that he, you know, he's I guess, you know, prime real estate in a sense when it comes to these females looking for a man like that. Okay, so and if you're not, let's say, at a certain physical appearance level to that man, and if he deal with you, he might not want to deal with you besides just dealing with you for right then, if you know what I mean. Okay.
I mean, since 2015. So tall, dark, and lovely is what I prefer. Huh?
I guess the question is, does your type want you back?
There you go. She said, does he want you back? He might take you for right now, but does he want you? Okay.
Yeah, but no, it's not. It's never lasting. It's just like temporary times, and I'm over temporary times. I'm 32. I want a relationship.
Yeah, you got them twin boys, and you got the dog you don't like, and I mean, it's sad to say. I don't like to say it about it, Miss Sasha, but yeah, I mean, it's gonna be temporary sometimes.
So
okay. So yeah. The type was, you said tall and dark, correct?
Tall and dark.
Okay. What about money? Should she make a certain amount of money?
I would say 60K or better.
Okay. So the type, did your twin boys, was their father tall and dark?
He was tall and dark, yes.
Okay. So other men who don't fit that description, you don't want to, do they try to date you?
No, I think people are scared of me. Like, for real, Kendra, I think men are scared of me at this point. Like, nobody approaches me, and if it is the ones who do approach me are literally is like the audacity, because you know better. You know that you.
Well, let me say, they're not scared of you. They just don't. They just ain't approaching you just because they don't want to approach you. It got nothing to do with being scared, shy, or whatever. They see you, they be like, whatever. Like I said, the ones that approach you, like I say, got the audacity, which you might be right, because you got some fellas don't give a damn because they looking, they're looking maybe to lay down, maybe somebody talk to on the phone, see what's going on, and they don't care where it go because they're running that game all day long, all week long, all month long. So, and typically nowadays, guys ain't just approaching women out and about in the public anyway because of the times we in. You get Me Too'd or, who you're talking to, you're harassing me and all that. So typically you have to be in an environment where it's like some kind of social setting. Maybe some kind of bar or some kind of, sometimes at work, which that might be a bad place, but, you're interacting with people that you otherwise wouldn't interact with. Or, just some kind of social event, maybe some kind of house gathering or something. But nowadays, you out and about, people ain't just hollering at people like that, or the people that do, like she said, got the audacity because they don't give a damn. So it's just the times we in, people just look at you. I mean, that don't mean they scared of you, but if you're in Walmart or you wherever buying groceries, I mean, I don't know what you got to be, what kind of bad you got to be for a man to stop picking up what he picked up in the store just to holler at you, unless he making a prank video like you see here on YouTube with these men doing that. Just hollering at women just to get content. But otherwise, they ain't hollering at you.
You ain't have no business opening your mouth to me. And it's always how it is. Like, the attractive men never approach me. Never.
Because they don't have to. They go out in a social setting where there are plenty of women that's in a social setting that they can just holler at. And don't need to waste time hollering at you. Just out and about, minding business, pumping gas. No.
At all.
Okay, there's two parts here. Let's start with the scared. Why do you think men are scared of you?
Because they don't approach. I'm a very nice looking woman.
Okay, so because they don't approach, you take that as they're afraid of you?
Yeah, or when I do approach, it's like.
Okay, now we're getting down to the delusional role, but let's keep going.
Oh, that was a lot. Because I'm a forward person. Like, if I like something, I'm gonna be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Is your is your life good? Are you single? You want to hang out? And it never goes in my favor. So I just stopped doing it. I don't got time. I don't want to participate no more. I gave up.
So can I ask you a question? I'm just curious. Why is the takeaway they're scared of you, or maybe potentially they could not be attracted to you?
It's not that they're not attracted, because
you don't know that if they don't talk to you. If they just, look at you and keep going, that don't mean they're attracted or not attracted to you. But they might not be attracted to you. They just ain't hollering at you right now. That's all it is.
Go as far as having the conversation or purchasing the drink, but then it's like nothing after that.
But that could be politeness. Politeness doesn't mean attraction.
There you go.
Okay, you're being polite, but I'm being aggressive in a way, because I approached you, and it's like, what else? If I gave you my number, then I would like to communicate.
Right, but what I'm saying is you approached, and then according to what you're saying, they'll have the conversation and may buy you a drink. Those are polite gestures. Most men are not. I mean, I know podcast men make it seem like men are really cruel, but there's some men who are kind. They're not really trying to hurt nobody's feelings. But I don't know if that takeaway is that they were afraid of you.
No, they're not afraid, because majority of women out here, when you just walk up on them when they pumping their gas, buying their groceries, doing whatever, they looking at you crazy. And most men know that. This ain't the time and place for that. Now that you say, like she said before, the men that got the audacity, which is usually the men that ain't got no manners, that don't care. But most men that, carry themselves in a decent way already know. Hollering at these women just out and about while they minding their business ain't gonna really get you nowhere the majority of the time. And you might as well wait till you in that setting where it's, more proper to do that in these times that we living in now. So they're not scared, like you say. They either polite or they be like, she just a female, minding her business. They ain't thinking twice about you.
Well, I've also heard that I'm kind of scary, and I'm like, I don't think I'm scary.
Okay, I want to get to the bottom of this. In what ways do they say you were scary?
Me too. I don't know. My male friends, they tell me that I'm scary. Like, Sasha, you're a lot to, walk up on and just, have a open rapport with. And I'm just like, how? Like, I smile all the time. I wear glasses. I think glasses are friendly things. Like, I don't know. When I see a girl with glasses, I automatically believe that she got to be kind in some kind of way. It gives like
No, she just need assistance with seeking. Okay. Or either it's bright outside and she has on shades. Just because somebody wears glasses doesn't make them kind, mean, nice, or whatever. They just got on glasses. They might look nice with the glasses, but that doesn't determine their personality. No.
librarian, or no?
Okay. We're gonna keep going, Sasha. All right.
Yes, we're gonna keep going.
Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh, Kendra Cam. Oh Lord, girl, I got on my leggings and stuff. I don't know.
Okay, we see you, bro. All right. Sasha, we got a couple of paid questions. Do you want them?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So, Logical Faith said, choose between these two men. Great character with average income or decent character with great income.
I've had decent character with great income. I'd rather have the average, please. And thank you.
Okay. Nuex Vax, I can't say your name, honey, but
Now, these are people that's watching the program just like y'all with me that's actually asking her questions while she's on the program, okay?
he said attractive men approach attractive women.
What you trying to say? I ain't attractive? Sir, ma'am, whoever you are, I'm very attractive, actually.
Now, I'm not going to say she's not attractive or she is attractive because we all heard beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So it depends what that person is attractive to. I don't think we just come out and say she's unattractive. You know, it depends who you are as far as looking at her, whether if you determine she's attractive for you or not. Okay? But this is the internet, so we all come on here and just say somebody's unattractive and just take it as that. But that's more of a personal, subjective type thing. Okay.
I model for a living, sir. They pay me for my face. You know that. Okay, so don't come over here with that. Thank you. Moving on.
We have another one that you might want to cuss out too.
Okay.
D. Reese said, ooh, GTFO, they're not afraid of you. They don't want you.
That's not how that works. Moving on.
That is kind of how it works. They're not afraid of you. They don't want you, or they mind their business. They ain't thinking twice about you. This ain't 1946 where you got to holler at somebody when you see them in public. You got all these dating apps. You got the internet. You got clubs and bars and all kind of social events and day parties, night parties. They don't have to waste time hollering at you while you out with your twin boys in the grocery store.
And then the ones who do want me are married. Like, that's not what we're on. We just got to find the right group of men. And I don't think they live here in Charlotte. I've been here all my life. They're just not here. And I was married to an amazing man. He was very handsome. However, he passed away, and we just had our differences because I was young. Now I'm 32 and I deserve another nice looking man who's going to marry me, treat me well, and raise me and my children.
Did you say raise her and her children? No, they're not going to raise you. But back on, there's no men in Charlotte. You've been there all your life. That's a load of crap. It don't matter where you at. It's men, it's women. It's how you running, where you at. What you doing. Like, she's probably expecting men just to approach her while she's doing her everyday thing. And she got the two boys, so she probably not out and about like that far as places where she could mingle. I don't know. Maybe she need to get on online dating. Something besides coming on here and just do a little bit more online dating. I don't know. But I think it's more of the lifestyle and things she do and where she at. And she's expecting men just to approach her while she's doing regular stuff. You know, living her life. That's really not going to happen nowadays. You have to be in environments to get hollered at. And believe me, there's somebody for everybody. You have to move across you know, America or wherever you at, just to find a mate. She's gonna have to just look at more avenues as far as dating besides just going to the store and hoping somebody holler at her. It's not gonna work.
Well, not raise me, but raise my children.
So, okay, I didn't know this. So you're a widow.
I am a widow as well. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. So you were married to your. I asked you when you got divorced. You said 2015.
Yeah.
So that would be a divorce.
He passed after that. So they been done broke up. My condolences to the family and the kids, daddy, and all that. But whatever they went through was before he passed.
Why would
that
you
would still be a divorce?
No,
because we signed divorce papers. We did.
So, okay. Hold on. Let me get this. You gotta give me.
Rewind it back.
Hold on. I asked you if you got divorced. So if your husband passed away, that means he died while you guys were married and he passed away. That's a widow. Now, if he passed away while you guys weren't married, that means you were divorced. So did you get a divorce before he passed away?
We were divorced before he passed away. But in reconciliation when he did pass away. So it was a very strange occurrence. I know.
I want to let it go because I seem like it's sensitive, but I have to be honest with you. I'm confused.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like they divorced, and she said that they're trying to work it back, get back together, reconcile. Excuse me, but they're trying to hook back up before he passed away. That would it sound like. But I'm with Kendra on this one. Shout out to Kendra. Just let this go.
It's sensitive in a way. I married him young, so we got a divorce. In 2015, I was 23 and my kids were 3 years old. But then reconciliation happened around when my kids were 6. And then COVID happened, so we moved in together. And then he died during COVID. Not from COVID, but he died during COVID. So that's why it's sensitive. He was my husband. We were divorced, but all in the same. I don't know how to explain it to you, but yeah.
Okay. So basically, when you guys were together when he passed away, but you just weren't you weren't married at that time.
Right.
Okay. I just wanted to understand. Okay. So when was your last relationship, honey?
That's a good question. I don't know if I can answer that. I haven't had any relationships.
Okay.
I try to stay away from them.
So this might be, what you mean you try to stay away from them? You on the show to try to be in a relationship. So this might be why her dating mind or thinking the way she think in the dating world is messed up. That men are all scared of her. Because maybe she said she married young, and maybe that dude that passed away is all she's used to. So she's not acclimated with being out here dating and being single. She thinking this is 1945 where you're going to be out and about and the man going to come and say, hey, sister, how you doing today? Can I open that door for you? No, it ain't going to happen like that. You got to be online. You got to be out and about. You got to be doing something besides, like I say, just going to the store and going to the gas station. So maybe that's where the disconnect is happening, because she said she married young, then broke up, then they got back together, then he passed away. So maybe that guy is the only guy she been with, and she don't know how to date. And that's why she think everybody's scared when she really don't know what the hell she doing out here. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
You try to stay away from relationships?
Yeah, because I'm not going to say I try to stay away from relationships. They never work out. Like, it's just something about people wanting to come and take and pull from my energy. They enjoy the good times. They enjoy, the attention, but essentially it never amounts to anything. They're either emotionally blocked off and they can't handle the deeper conversations, or they're just like, oh, I'm young, wild, and free. Well, be young, wild, and free away from me. That's all.
Okay. So your last relationship, you don't have an answer to that?
I would say with my ex-husband. So
that probably was the ever only relationship. But it's something she ain't hitting on or beating around the bush about these dudes that just talking to you but it ain't going nowhere. What's the number on that? That's what we need. What's going on with that? Because for all we know, she could be talking about 1 or 2 dudes. Now, if I say 4 or more and they all bounced on her, then we need to dive deeper into that. Why are they bouncing on you like that, okay?
2020. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was
Hmm.
intimate with someone?
It's been a while. I've been celibate, so.
Okay. Three
Hmm.
flaws you have to work on.
How easily I get rid of people. Definitely got to work on that. I'll cut it off real quick.
Okay, so like I say, we need more information. So now she's saying she cutting them off. Before it was they ain't talking about nothing. They here for a short time and then they leave. Now she says she cutting them off. So this is a mixed bag of delusion going on as far as her and her dating stories and what's going on and how to date and why a man is so-called scared of dating her. So she might be the problem here. Just might be. Y'all let me know in the comments.
Another flaw I will probably have to work on is compromising. I would say sometimes I can't do that. And last flaw, it still would probably just be giving up on people. Like I just.
So it's not like she's probably everything she said, which basically 3 is just like number 1, cut them off quick, and then 3, get rid of them. Then number 2, won't compromise. So the dudes she do talk to, she running them off, or she getting rid of them because for whatever reason. So I think she's her own worst enemy in the dating game right now with these 2 sons and all these men so-called scared of her.
Give up on things when I feel like it's not worth my time.
Okay. Well, why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Sasha?
What? Because I'm Sasha J. I'm fun. I'm loving. I'm outgoing. I'm a hard lover, very loyal, and very confident in who I am as a person and the things that I have going for myself. So I think God would be definitely lucky to be with me, for sure.
Okay. Okay. Sasha, you have some more questions that are paid. Do you want them?
Sure. As long as it's not, no more drama, because I don't do that.
Well, it's the internet. If they ask you questions on here, it's going to be drama. These people don't know you. They don't care about you. They want a reaction from you. So let's see if we get it, okay?
Well, I think I can't attest to that. So
okay.
That's why I asked if you wanted them. This one, I think it's from a girl. Lee Royal said, what she is describing is intimidation. You come across masculine, lacking in femininity. You should not be approaching men. That's very aggressive, which is why you don't get a second date or call.
I never said I didn't get second dates. And also, why can't I be myself? We both have polar sides. I understand we're feminine and masculine. And yes, I operate out of my...
Let me pause. Yes, you can be yourself. But if you're approaching a man, she said she was aggressive herself. If you approach a man in an aggressive way being yourself, that man's going to pick up on that and be like, what the hell? Now, he might like it, but apparently that ain't been working. So the person that dropped that comment that y'all seen popped on the screen might be some validity what she's saying. But I don't think she's taking the questions too well. But let's see.
Masculine side most of the time because I am a single woman, and that's what single women do. However, there will be a man strong enough to approach me and understand that he needs to gracefully pull me into my feminine side by showing me the love that I desire. And then from there we go.
No, I don't think he should have to pull her into her femininity. Because that sounds like a fight, a struggle from the get-go. Now, I understand you might have a little guard up. You might be a little cautious until you get to know a person. But he shouldn't have to bring the femininity out of you. Maybe he can make you feel more feminine than what you is by how he treats you. But if he has to dig that out of you, that means he's fighting to get that to you. And by the time he get there, he ain't gonna want that no more. Okay? He gonna get rid of you. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think she just need more practice in the dating world because she ain't been dating long enough to really know what she doing out here.
Myself, that's crazy.
Well, before I get to that, I think it's the common denominator with this aggressive. And you said that men are afraid of you. So I think these are suggestions of what the afraid of you might mean. So L double I said, she don't know, but she's very imposing to aggressive. Most men don't like a woman making the first move. Allow us to approach you and tone it down. You ain't bad looking. So he said you're not bad looking.
Well, I know that.
Well, let me comment on that. I wouldn't say men don't like women approaching. It's just rare. But if you approach the man in a civil manner or some kind of politeness, or, you know, just approach him in a decent way. And if he ain't got no man, if he ain't got no woman, nothing like that, I don't think he would be turned off because a woman approached him, depending on how she done it. I think he'd be surprised and be like, oh, that's what you want to do? Let's get up. Let's, then he'll probably take it from there. But I don't think men don't like women approaching them. It's definitely odd and it don't happen a lot, but I wouldn't say men don't like it or would reject her because she approached. She would be rejected for other things, maybe how she approached or how she looked, or, you know, if he's attracted to her, but not because she approached him. Okay.
She said, I know one thing, Sasha confident. So all y'all who don't see,
I don't understand it.
She said, get your mirror fixed. Okay.
Get your mirror fixed, honey.
This also guy said, you're straight for real. Okay. SBSC said, you're straight for real. Just work on your aggressiveness. So he's saying that he's agreeing that you're attracted to, just work on your aggressiveness. Mm-hmm. Tax Master said, Kendra, please ask her if she smiles often around men.
That's what I do for a living. I smile all the time. Like, it's never ending.
Say it again?
So yes, I do. I smile all the time. That's what I do.
She smiles all the time. Okay. Mm-hmm. Dr. G said, marry her and she will easily give up and divorce you.
That's not how that works either. I don't.
But that is a possibility because she said she gives up and she doesn't have no patience and she has to work on that. So that might be a possibility. Let's see how she responds to that.
I think I said that. Why you put words in my mouth, doctor? I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't know if she said that either. Okay, we're going to keep going.
She didn't say she would divorce you, but she said she give up easily and quick to drop people. She did say something to that effect. So what they're saying is, why go to the point of marrying her at any given moment at the drop of a hat? She's going to want to get rid of you. So she didn't say that exactly, but she did say something to that effect, okay?
All right, Sasha. All right, Sasha, you said you might have, could the guy have kids?
He can't have kids. Not over 2, though, because anybody, you know how much that costs? Not more than 2.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned that. We got to that. Yeah. What's the age range you want to date? You're 32.
I don't like to go under, so I say 32 to 40. 32 to 40.
32 to 40.
I think I'm gonna let her ride with that. Maybe she can go up to about 50, but I think we'll let her ride with that one.
Well, I will say this. This is what I will say for all women. Because you said you want the tall, dark, handsome guy, and your friends told you that they're scared of you or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. Maybe take some advice from these men. I mean, it couldn't hurt, if they're men, and if they're men and they're telling you the type of guy that you desire, some of the feedback, you could take it or leave it. But I don't think if a guy's giving you criticism with love, why not?
Yeah, my best friend definitely does that for me. He gives me criticism with love.
Hold on. She said her best friend, then she said he. Now, that's going to be a little hiccup. When you do meet this man, you throw up this best friend as this dude. I'm not saying it's going to be jealousy or whatever. Maybe it could be. But coming into a situation where you say my best friend is a dude and he comes over, we hang out, the dude might not get jealous. He just ain't going to give you a chance. He's like, man, she's talking about she got this male best friend and all that stuff. I ain't dealing with it. He ain't going to waste his time. Especially if he got stuff going on and he got other options. Now, she said the best friend, and she said he. So that's already gonna be a slight stepping stone to get over for a man. Like I say, he's not gonna be jealous. He just ain't gonna get to know you he just ain't gonna get to know you good enough to get jealous, because he's gonna be like, you hanging out with this other dude as a so-called best friend. I'm out. That's what it's gonna be. I'm sorry.
The male figure in my life, and I do enjoy our commentary back and forth. It turns into a great debate most of the time, but I listen. I'm a mom. Like, I'm not the hardest you know, one in a bunch or anything like that. I'm very loving, very outgoing, but just sometimes I feel like I have a barrier up because it's like, what are you showing me? Nothing. You don't, you know, I don't know. Men just don't do enough sometimes for me.
This one agrees with you. I want to read it because it's on your side. I want to read it. Darnell Jones says, I don't agree with this. There's nothing wrong with a woman approaching or going after what she wants. You got this, queen. So Darnell Jones thinks it's
Thank
okay.
you, Darnell.
Like I was saying, I don't think there's nothing wrong with her approaching either. You know, depending on how she do it. But I'm not going to knock her for approaching me.
He thinks it's okay to approach a man. That's what Darnell Jones said. And what does, Erica said, Eric, I'm not sure if it's a girl or a guy. Why does a woman's femininity have to be conditional? You would be disgusted if a man's masculinity was conditional, correct?
This is true. I don't know what they want from me at this point.
That's what I was saying. That should be something you should already do on your own. It doesn't take a man to pull the femininity out of you. You know, he might make you feel like you get all buttery and butterflies inside when you're around him because of the way he treats you, but you should already know how to be feminine. It's not for him to bring that out of you, okay?
Boy, I'm just being a lady that I know how to be. And until I think everybody is speaking from what they see on the internet. Like, a woman is just not this picture perfect aspect, you know, all these things that you have seen on Instagram. Like, a woman she has a vast amount of things that she could be, look like, talk like, walk like. So it's like you try to put me in the box. What box, sis? I'm not in the box. And so I understand you and I agree with you. Like, I'm just not your average girl, and I get it. But I'm also not so masculine that nobody would want to approach me. Like, that's not even true.
All right. Last one. This is the last one, so no more questions for her. Leah Royal said, well, ma'am, you lack in accountability. Okay, well, ma'am, your lack in accountability is the reason you'll remain single. It's not a man's job to make you feminine. That a strong man won't happen. So I guess what she's suggesting is, I think you said that a strong man will bring out the femininity of you. She's suggesting that you do that without the man.
Right.
I do that by being a mother every day.
But that's being a mother. That's not being a girlfriend or a fiance or a wife. That's two different things. Just because you got kids don't mean you're feminine to that man. And when we say feminine, you're not talking about, you know, you just talking all dainty and, you know, walking on your tippy toes and all that kind of stuff. It's just, you know, not being so hard and challenging the man all the time. You still could be yourself. Nobody's saying you can't be yourself. But don't be out here, you know, thinking you the man, okay?
But the part of me I'm talking about, the feminine part of me I'm talking about, is definitely going to occur when a man shows up. What are you talking about? I'm confused. But, you know, people don't let you live. I'm just going to be me.
Yeah, listen, it's really not one way to do it. We're done with it. No more questions for her. Only thing I will say is the type of man y'all say y'all want, which is a tall, dark alpha man. A lot of times, I mean, you can approach, but you want, I mean, I believe.
Are we not allowed to flirt, Kendra? I'm confused. Can I not walk up to you and say, you are so handsome?
She need to shut up right here and listen to what Kendra is saying and take this advice. This is part of the problem. This is part of the, you know, femininity thing that I was talking about. When the man is actually trying to say something and you keep over talking him and talking him down, when you actually could have learned something, he's gonna be done with you. He's gonna be like, all right, I can't tell her nothing. Let her, you know, let her fall off the cliff. I tried to tell her. And if she carries on like this with a man, the way she carrying on this program here on Kendra's show, when Kendra trying to give her advice, this is part of the problem, and this is the femininity that she's lacking, just to even listen to a elder woman tell her how to get the man that she want. So if she's gonna cut this woman off like this, you know she's gonna talk, you know, I didn't want to hear what a man gotta say, cut you off quick, talk over you.
How are you today?
I'm a woman that believes the guy should approach. I mean, for
I
like
don't
you want the guy
agree.
to. Well, has it worked for you?
I mean, not to. Yeah, I got a whole husband out of
Also,
it.
you
Yes, it
approached
did
your
work for me.
husband.
I
You
sure
approached your
did.
Okay.
Told him how beautiful he was, and he married me.
You mean handsome? I guess you can say beautiful, but that's a little sketchy. Okay.
We had two beautiful kids behind it. So I don't think it's something that does not work, but everybody wants to act like they want these relationships. However, how can we have relationships if we don't communicate? And how can I have a relationship if I sit here and wait on you? You're an idiot sometimes. And it's like, I'm confused. You know, men don't think like us. They tell us all the time, like, I don't think like that. So if I'm thinking like that, why can't
Yeah, but at some point,
you can't think like that because you're not a man. You can try your best. Just like a man is not a woman. He's not gonna think like a woman, and vice versa. Okay, so you cannot do that. And this is back to the femininity that the people in the comments were saying that you're lacking. You can't think like a man because you're not a man. You're not gonna be a man. And a woman is. I mean, a man's not a woman. So. I hope, Sasha, that you replay this back and see what we're saying, and then you see yourself and how you're carrying on the show. And I'm pretty sure when you get that man, this is why these men are leaving it after they talk to you, and they don't last long, because you start talking and they start to get to know you and they start to see what's going on, and you're calling them all kind of idiots. So I hope you see this and you can look at yourself and kind of realize what you need to check. Because if you're carrying on like this on this internet, we know in front of that man face, it's 10 times worse, okay?
this time he has to agree with the thinking in order for it to work. Like you can't.
I mean,
you can't drive the car the whole relationship.
Yeah, so but maybe I've met the wrong man. And you're right. I'm not trying to drive the car the whole relationship. Not at all. But I can start the car for him. I can get it heated up and say, no, how you doing, sir? Are you enjoying your evening? You want to have a cocktail? You know, like, I don't get it. Is that all right?
Okay. All right. Well, listen, we're going to listen. We had you. I appreciate you taking the hot seat well. So we're going to end no more questions for Sasha. No more questions for Sasha. Sasha, Charlotte, 32. Does the guy have to be in Charlotte?
No, he doesn't have to be in Charlotte.
Okay. Mana twin boys. And let's do. Oh, did you give me the age range you would date?
Yeah, 32 to 40.
Okay, I forgot to write it down. All right, sweetheart. How can the guy reach out to you, boo?
You can reach out to me on Instagram at @TheOnlySashaJ. This is not a business. Oh, and that's another thing, Kendra. Yo, people who be on here, those men, honey, they be trying to sell shit. I'm not trying to sell nothing. I just want a man to have a conversation with. Okay, there's no sale here. I promise. So at @TheOnlySashaJ on Instagram.
Okay. All right, sweetheart. You keep me posted how it goes, love.
I will. Thanks for having me.
All right. So y'all tell me what y'all think about Sasha. Is she too masculine? Should she not approach men? What's her problem in the dating game? Y'all tell me and y'all let me know. And as always, we appreciate, Kendra doing her show and bringing people on so I can come up here and critique them and y'all can hear my point of view on the people that she bring on her show. And yeah, so that was Sasha. And y'all let me know what you think. Drop it in the comments. And I appreciate you stopping by. Please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.